What it do though, Divine? Yeah, man. I'm broke down. My truck broke down. Check it out. Man, I just seen like some kind of cat walk past, like right there with them tail lights hit on that truck ahead of me. I seen some just like a big, like a bobcat, some kind of type of cat. And I seen one hit on the side of the interstate maybe a couple weeks ago. And it was a cat like I never seen before, not even on TV, but it walked right across up in here. Then he got to that little fence area right there. He was rubbing up against it like a cat, but he was huge. But he was like 2 times the size of a cat. He was like pretty much the cat size. And it looked like a cat, but he had like a bob tail, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm sitting in the cold truck, freezing right now, man. I'm not that cold though. Yeah. How about that? That's better? Yeah. Just these glasses. I'm waiting on the mechanic guy. Let me switch this to that. I'm waiting on the mechanic guy to get here to come rescue me, the roadside service guy. So it's not gonna work. I don't need that to go dead. Oh man. So I'm just going live to, show up again. That's what I do. Show up. You can see me? Boom. This thing giving me a headache. That's why my head hurting. I can take this off now. The headset. Waiting on the mechanic. The truck won't, you know what I mean? I can't start the truck. My batteries went down. I'm not sure what's going on. I've been sitting beside the road for about, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. And like 40 minutes ago, the guy said he was going to be here in like 40 minutes. So I got to sit here and wait to be rescued. Hopefully it's the batteries. I'm thinking it's the batteries. So we're going to see. We will see. Most definitely. My feet a little cold. My legs. My upper body, I'm okay. Yeah. The day in the life of a trucker. Yeah. I'm supposed to work in the morning. Let me plug this in. Let me put on some. What do you call this? Carmex. I need some Carmex right now. It's getting frozen. Well, it's starting to freeze, I guess. Because if I leave it in the truck, like when I get home overnight, it's frozen in the morning. Oh, man. Yeah, man, I throwed up a short on here with that Jam Pony on there. Yeah, that Jam Pony. My last short, you should check it out. It's that Jam Pony Slick Vic. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of music we listen to in Florida. If you check out my last short, that's what we listen to. Like it's a DJ from out of Fort Lauderdale. And I grew up on that kind of stuff, you know. Slick Vic, Lock Cool Jock, Big Bad Ace. You know what I mean? Like they do DJing different than what people really used to. So I just introduced the world to Jam Pony. You know what I mean? Live in effect. Boom. Thank you for the like. Live in effect. I'm broke down, man, in the truck, man. It's cold in here. Yeah, man, I'm broke down. So I gotta wait for the mechanic to get here. Man, I seen a cat walk through like up over here, up in this area, like behind this truck. It looked like a bobcat. And it went over there and it rubbed up against over here, up against the fence over here, like a cat. And I was like, what the heck? Boom. Thanks for the like. Hey, how you doing? Maria Cortez. Boom, how you doing? Are you okay, bro? Yeah, I'm good. It's starting to get a little cold. I think it was like 29 degrees when I stopped, but I think it's a little colder than that now. But the day in the life of a trucker, man, you know what I mean? Things can happen. My batteries, I think, went down. And I went to the shop this morning. Yeah, David Big said you got an APU. It was, I think it was running off the batteries, and you know what I'm saying, and it won't kick on because I could have used that to charge the batteries. I think my batteries just ran down, but for some reason it's not working. Boom, how you doing, Jadelis? Jesus loves you, brother. Boom, yeah, he love you too. He love all us, the ones that want to be loved. Yeah, but the guy, you know, I've been here like an hour and a half. And I'm waiting on the rescue guy to come out and probably try and charge up the batteries. Or you have a great night too, Jabel. Boom, Jadel. Yeah, Jadelis. And yeah. So I talked to him like 40 minutes ago, and he said he's gonna be here in like 40 minutes. But that's been 40 minutes ago. But he'll get here. You know what I mean? If it get too cold, I got a bunk back there. You know what I mean? I just have to bundle up with myself. You know what I mean? And now it just made my day longer tomorrow, man. I'm like, God, dog it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people want to be home on the weekends. Man, I drive truck, I drive local. Or, you know what I mean, regional. I want to be home every night and all that. Yeah, you've been working 14 hours. By the time you get home, you got 10 hours off. By the time you get into bed, you only got 7 to 6 hours of sleep. By the time you eat, talk to your family and everything, and you know what I mean, and take a shower, whatever, and lay it down and really go to sleep, you got to pop right back up in like 6 hours to get back on the truck. Then you're really tired. So I'm not like that local guy. Forget that. You know what I mean? This guy coming, how he coming backwards? Oh, that's the police probably. This guy coming down where I'm at, coming the wrong way. No, that's not the police. Yeah, so trying to make it home, but it don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a trucker, man. Like if I'm out here, I'm out here. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to come out here and play. So, you know, when you watch my channel and you watch my little content on here, my little stuff, I'm not a content creator. I just come and speak truth and allow people to see my growth. You know what I mean? Like when they say God gonna do it, and you know, let God take over in your life, and you know, and stuff like that. People start speaking religious stuff. I just show them on here, and then I just be myself. So that's what I do. And then like really, I like to network with people and get to know people, and help people create financial markets in their local communities. And we can do all these things. It's gonna be done, and ain't nothing can stop it. Cause I'm gonna still come here and show up and keep talking the same old talk. You know what I mean? And then people gonna be seeing this growth of what I'm, you know what I mean, creating. And I want to create with other people, and it can be done. We just have to believe in ourselves. And when you hear like somebody that's in truth, we have to, you know, be vulnerable sometimes and allow that to help us move forward. Like if you want to see God help you in your life, he got to help you through another human being. You know what I'm saying? And through yourself, it take us, like, that's why I do this oneness. You know what I mean? We all have to come together, and we have to trust somebody, even though we always around a lot of people that you can't trust, or you know they want to play or whatever. Just be vulnerable. Like you already seeing how they talking and moving. So now you figuring out, A to Z type of, ways to maneuver around them when they start moving funny. You know what I mean? And then sometimes it's not about cutting them off because, you know what I'm saying, they cut themselves off. You know what I'm saying? And you just let them do that. You know what I mean? You just keep moving forward. And then you just gotta, um, you know, keep having faith that, you know what I mean, like what you're, if you speak about manifestation, you know what I mean, you gotta, if you want to see your manifestations come to fruition, how they say it, how they speak and talk, you got to put in the work and you got to keep going. You just can't think you're just gonna manifest and keep thinking something, keep chanting, doing all this chanting is gonna happen, and you're in the quantum field, in the quantum realm, and I don't, man, we in reality, man. Like I'm in the truck right now. God, come save me out the truck. He like, hang on. I got somebody coming to help you out. You know what I'm saying? So I just wait. That's all you gotta do is just wait and believe in yourself. Like, and know, like, he got me. You know what I mean? And I told this guy about this truck earlier. And there's always something else. People want to play. And and I already got an exit strategy for this situation. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's gonna take some time. I gotta wait again. You know what I'm saying? To maneuver around this, like, cause it's not working. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this too long. Like, now you holding me up. I need to be home trying to sleep because I still have to work tomorrow. Now this is getting in the way of my sleep. And it's supposed to snow up here where I'm at tonight or early in the morning. And like, and the other guys work here, oh, it's gonna snow. They want to be away from the snow. What the hell? Man, you better be ready to drive on ice. You know what I mean? You're a truck driver. I don't care where you at. You know what I mean? Like, so it don't matter to me if I drive in the snow on ice. Hell, I cross the lake on ice. Like, ice road truckers, they show it on TV. Boom. Javon Allen, how you doing, man? What's the deal? Yeah, so boom. I just wait on it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and every day that I make, I drop something on here, it's like it's another step forward to what I'm working on and creating in reality with other human beings and other individuals. And so I leave content on here showing people you can be yourself, man. You don't have to sound all pretty and all that stuff like that to say the right words and worry about people. Oh, I don't want them to judge me. Man, you think like that? Who think like that? People really say that. I don't want you to judge me. And I'm like, man, here we go. I try to stay away from around them kind of people. If they, they say things like that to me, like, oh, I don't want you to judge me. You don't want me to. I wasn't even thinking about judging you. Man, I wasn't even paying. That thought never even crossed my mind. So the other projections that you receiving from other people that make you, that move like that, just the wrong person to be projecting that type of stuff, that type of energy off on, saying, don't judge me. I don't think like that. Like, get to know me. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they already know me, and they'll still say, don't judge me. But what? Man, that's like low vibrational to me, which I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we always got to be around people that think that way. And it's not nothing to run from. Like, you can't run from the damn devil. So, we just stay the course, man. That's it. That's all we could do. Stay the course. And just be ourselves. We don't have to ask for forgiveness. Like, once we, was doing something that wasn't aligning with, our true purpose of the way we knew we needed to go, but we knew we had to go this way because I want to see something, learn something. That's your spirit team talking to you, your higher self. Like, it's like going through the dark night of the soul, how they say it, and then you'll go through a dark situation or thanks for the heart. Ivory Martinez, boom. Yeah, I remember you, man. What's up, Ivory Martinez? So, you just pivot from, if you going the wrong path, the wrong way, and then once you going that way, and then you always looking for other opportunities to open up where you can move in the direction the way you really want to go. Because most of the times, like with me, where I come from, you're around people that's low vibration, around dark things, and I guess people want to say sinners and stuff like that. We grew up like that. So Once you see another way to go, so you don't have to be around that type of those type of people, and move forward in life the way you want to go, then you'll be, that means you be then pivoted and moving in a better direction for yourself. Now you start to pay attention to yourself, so now you love yourself more, and you know what I mean. You're more in your own consciousness, and you doing what's better for you and your peace. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's healthy for you mentally, emotionally, and physically. And so that's what we do. So like, just because we going through some sinful things, that don't make it a sin. Like, this is what we was showed and taught. We try to stay away from around that, but our parents, our family, like they all like this. You know what I mean? I need my family to help me with this. I need a ride to work because my car broke down. I got to call my mama, my daddy, my sister, my brother, my cousin, my uncle, my granddaddy, my grandma, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then they may be low vibrational and you know, and angry all the time and toxic as hell. And then you know you need them to get to work. So you know you got to be around them every day. You're like, man, and you got to bite your tongue and like, dog, boom. What's up? How you doing, Colton McDill? No, I'm not driving. I'm broken down. So you know what I mean? You got to be around them. Then as soon as you find you a way where you can say, man, like with me, if you watch my first videos, I was around my family. They wouldn't let me borrow $600 to get back on the truck, man. I went through here. Then I went up to Indiana. I got attacked. I lost my job there. And then I was stuck, so stuck, man. And and then I made it up here to Massachusetts. And then you'll see me sitting in my sister's house with my, you know, on my videos and stuff like that. And then I finally got back in the truck. Now I'm in my own place. You know what I mean? So I'm building. So, and that's what I had to do, be around those type of people. You know what I mean? That didn't have my best interest. You know what I mean? Of what I wanted to do, of what was comfortable to me. You know what I mean? Because I'm only living in my shoes. They can't live in their shoes and tell me how to move in my shoes. How you gonna do that? But people do that. You know what I'm saying? We just be around them people. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? They want to use you as a doormat, and just because you're a little, you know, having a little struggles and having a little hard time in life, and you know, you from job to job, and this, that happened. Man, he can't keep a job. I've been on my job 6 years. And I make $13.50 an hour. What? Man, look here, you bragging about that. And my light bill is short now. And now they stressed when the money get low, they can't pay their bills. And now when Trump cut the food stamps, you stressed about that. Now, he a problem. Why you eating that? Man, don't eat my food. I bought them eggs for me. You eating all the eggs. You know what I'm saying? Damn, don't you get food stamps, man? You should be grateful for that and thankful, like, you know what I'm saying, just for the food stamps so you can eat. How you gonna get something free and then tell me it's yours and it's yours by yourself? See how God looked out for you. You didn't look out even for your own family member. You talking about an egg, man? An egg? Come on, bro. But I'm from Orlando though, man. Boom. I'm from Orlando, Florida. So you know what I'm saying? And then like, if they know that you haven't been working you've been homeless like me. And I've been trying to find a job. Now I'm in this little old town. Ain't no bus routes. And they know I need transportation to get out. They have 2 or 3 cars sitting around in the yard. And, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want to give you a ride to work because they want gas money. Well, I need gas. Man, you know damn well I ain't got no money. I just been jumping from a buddy house, from this place, that place. And then now I you know what I mean? You said I can come here to stay. And you know I ain't got no money. I'm eating with you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, how do I sign up for food stamps? Oh, I don't know, but you get them. Oh, so-and-so. Like, they do all that stuff, man. That's what they did to me. You know what I mean? My own family. You know what I mean? So, and you just, you know, they do things like that. You know what I mean? Now you don't have gas money to give them to get to work. How I'm going to get to work? You know what I'm saying? You know I don't have no money for gas because when I came here, I didn't have a job. I found a job and I just need a ride there. Can you give me a ride to this job interview? Yeah. But then they helping you. Then people say people don't like to work together, or they speak all this and that stuff about God, and then they want to get on their knees and pray, but they not helping you. What the hell is that, man? Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. That's how people do it to be your own family, man. They do that. You know what I'm saying? Like where I come from, my family, they was like that. You know what I mean? You look at my video, it's stuck, man. I was going through it bad. And they was like, you know, just, man, they did me dirty. You know what I mean? Like now, I'm by myself. You know what I mean? It's peaceful. You know what I mean? I thought when I needed a woman to to grow and stuff like that. Nah, that's when God really stepped in, and when he started moving, people, they don't want to believe that it's real. Because I guess I don't go to church, and you know, and I tried, but when I go there, then people treat me different too. So I'm like, what the heck? I've been like, so, and God just came in a different way. You know what I mean? And angels and stuff like that. You know, like the divine, they just started moving in my life like it's different. You know what I mean? And so, and they proven that they taking care of me when nobody else would in my physical. So, and I still talk to a few people, you know what I'm saying, like my other like cousins or whatever sometimes, but because I be bored on the truck, you know what I mean? I don't have nobody else to talk to. I sit here and talk to spirit all day. It's like talking to myself and stuff like that, which I don't mind. I'm comfortable with that. You know, I like being to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot more peaceful, man, and like, and I'm doing it all with the divine. So I didn't need a woman when I thought I did need one. Ira said, yeah, that's much better. Yeah. So, you know, yeah, being to yourself, you know what I mean, having your peace is everything, man. You know what I mean? Like, but it's hard because, you know what I mean? Like, my ears ring all the time. Like now, you know what I mean? Like, I've been sitting here waiting in the cold truck, man. Broke down, but I'm okay though. You know what I'm saying? It's normal to me. I've been doing this type of stuff for a long time, this kind of work. And I don't like to be broke down, but it's other people, you know what I mean? Like this guy that owns this company, you know what I mean? I told him earlier, I went to the shop earlier, and he was like, you know, they didn't want to listen to me. Then now I'm broke down. Now they, man, and all of that. I'm like, I ain't gonna worry about it. I already got a plan A to Z for this right here. I just got to go through this. You know what I mean? I'm an hour and a half away from home, and then I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. I'm like, oh boy, look at here. But yeah, so I just come on here, do a little live, waiting on the roadside service guy to come out, and I think my battery is bad, so he said charge them up or put in new batteries. And I was at the shop. This could have been taken care of, but they didn't want to listen. So you know what I mean? That's how God is. It's free will. Like I can't make nobody listen. Like, hey man, put the batteries. I ain't driving the truck. Well, get out of the truck, man, and just leave my truck and take your stuff out. And then like, how I'm gonna pay my bill? So I gotta take. Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. Yeah, man, I'm definitely okay. I'm live. Yes, sir. That's how we say it in Florida. Like, you should check out my last short I just dropped. That's like called Jam Pony Music, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's like older school DJ. That's how we DJ down south. You know what I mean? Down in Florida. But yeah, you know, it's you know, it's time, man. You know what I mean? Like in this channel, it'll find the right people. You know, and it'll take some time, but every day that I come on here and do something, a short or live or a video I upload or whatever, like with my workshops, it's just another step towards of something that's bigger than me that's coming on this channel. You know what I mean? So you're gonna see a lot of growth, a lot of things coming up, and like, man, people gonna be like, oh man, I was asleep on this dude. Yeah, everybody fall asleep on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess because, you know, I don't talk the talk how everybody else talk the talk, and I ain't got time for that, to tell people what they want to hear. Man, forget all that. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Your feet are cold. Your feet are getting cold? Yeah, man, a little bit. I got on these boots. Like these, I had to buy some insulated boots, man. So I got big boots on. My feet, they're not too bad. I'm pretty warm. I'm a tough guy. I'm a big dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little dude. I'm a little guy, but I'm a big guy. I'm a big dude. You know, so I used to be a mover, so I used to work out in this kind of weather. Like, shoot, a lot of times I've been on jobs, I'd be working till 2 in the morning, just like this in cold weather. In and out, in the house, and it's hot. Back on the truck, it's freezing out here. You know what I mean? Back in and out. You know, I've been through all of that. So I wanted to get under the cover, but I'm like, I don't want to take my shoes off and put them back on because my boot's gonna be cold. So yeah, man, I excuse me, I'm just moving forward day by day, one step at a time, and moving forward, it's gonna be a lot of people gonna want to come in and check out this channel. They're gonna see, because people like to see, like you having a good time, like if you're celebrating or things that's always happy or whatever. And they don't show people real stuff. Like they don't want to be, nobody want to come here and be real like me. And it's actually doing things. When they saying they tapped into the unknown, they connected with the divine, and source, and and the most high and stuff like that. They not doing anything but just talking. But I'm showing you, like how what I mean, God be moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's real. Like, and I don't, nobody can't tell me about me. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell nobody else about them. All I can do is network with them, and if we can network together and build something, create some things together, that's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about just coming here to talk, to be on this platform, to have content. I'm not a content creator. I don't care about that. When I'm come on here and just talk, man, I'm gonna talk for another 20 years. I'll be 70 years old. I'm 50 now. Well, I'll be 50 in March. But I'll just say another 20 years, I'll be 70. Shoot, like I'm gonna be 70 years old, still trying to create content. So what them other content creators gonna do? Do you have any retirement money put up off this doggone YouTube stuff? I mean, then you're on another platform. Oh, I'm screaming from all three platforms. Like, man, I'm like, they sleep. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be heard and be famous and stuff. I don't care about being heard, man. I come here to network with people, and I'm gonna show people like we can network and help build community the right way, the angelic way, the heavenly way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, I'm glad you love Jesus, Mr. R. Ivory Martinez. Yeah, I love Jesus too. He loves us all, but we gotta, the thing is, like people say that, but here's the thing though. Think about this. When people say that, are you able to receive unconditional love from another human being? A lot, like 99.99% of people, they can't. They can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's only 0.01% of people that can actually, you know what I'm saying, do that. And that's like me. I'm like that. So, and I give that out to people I'm around all the time. And the divine, people they don't like to stay connected in this type of energy. So, then they'll use words and say stuff like that. Jesus love you and God love you. Just keep praying. Well, the best thing to do to pray and leave it alone and have faith. Wait a minute, goddamn it, which one it is? To keep praying for, to pray and leave it alone and have faith. What you want me to do, man? I mean, they go to trap right there. Like then I'm like, what? Wait a minute, I'm supposed to keep praying, but no, they say don't keep praying. Just pray about it one time, leave it alone. God already know, you know what I mean, what you want. He gonna answer your prayers and stuff like that. But talk to the kid that's in a war-torn country right now, like in Palestine, like people over there right now, little kid over there laid up in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And like, and injured really bad. And like now they lost their mama, they brother, they dad, you know what I'm saying? They like orphans. And they injured right now. Like you're gonna tell them to pray. Like what can they do? They can't pray and make you know what I'm saying, their leg come back. They can't do that. So then how they gonna feel? And then when we started just saying that like it's a fairy tale world, hell no, let's get out from reality and figure out a way to use all these doctors and create something to help their leg come back. In reality, not sitting here, and then you're going to tell a baby like that is 5, 6 years old to pray about it and keep praying about it and God going to let your leg come back? Nah. So what we're going to do about that, huh? It's something that could be done about that. They know it. Come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's a 5-year-old. Now they don't have no family. And now wherever they're going to go, it's not going to be a nice place for them. And then with them being like with one leg gone, it's going to be hard growing up for that kids. And like, you can't give them a Bible and say, hey, read these words out of the Bible and keep praying. Hey, boom, how you doing, Ezekiel? And read this and this what God gonna do for you, whatever. Then they started when they go take a bath. Now they gotta sit with themselves and they looking at their leg. They lacking self. They now they self confident in they're trying to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Then they like you looking at everybody else running around having a good time. How this kid growing up through from 5 years old to 25 years old? That's 20 years. Like he had to live. This kid had to live like that and had to go through a lot of things that other people couldn't go through. And now he's an orphan. Now this kid is an orphan, and now he's in a family that's not going to treat him right. And then so now, like, how you gonna tell him, to pray about it and keep praying about it? What you gotta be support this person like that with unconditional love, and that's what Jesus is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the love of Jesus, but you gotta let it flow through you. And a lot of people, 99.99% of people, don't do that around the world because everybody thinking about a dollar. You know what I'm saying? There's money that's not real. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, be able to receive unconditional love from another human being. You can say, like you say, Jesus, you love Jesus, and people say Jesus loves you, and then it's like, okay, how you gonna tell this little kid Jesus love him? Like in every day. Now when you leave and go away, now he by himself, and if he keeps saying that, then who is he talking to? Nobody. You just left him. Jesus was you. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't leave him and tell him Jesus love him and then leave him there and then he gone, you gone, and then now they by themselves, oh, Jesus love me for that time being is okay and soothing, but tomorrow when he wake up, his leg's still gone. Now he got to say, man, I love myself enough to not let this keep me down and then keep going. And then that's where Jesus and God lives within us, man. It's not in no fairy tale damn world, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and people, need to stop like playing with people like projecting stuff like that on the people like a fairy tale world and start helping people in reality, man. You know what I mean? Like, I was, like when people say, yeah, I voted. You voted, huh? You did? You just gave more of your rights away and more of yourself away when you just voted. These people making rules and stuff off of statistics, and somebody else bringing them information. They're not living in these ghettos, these slums, these bad war-torn areas. These people that's hungry and don't have food, don't have clean drinking water, don't have a bathroom in the house. They don't know how that life. They don't know how life is like that. But they're gonna make rules up and to to help you. But then now it's another rule because the bad people. So we got to make a law to block them, and now they got everybody running around like damn ants, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to start taking our communities back and start reciprocating, receiving unconditional love from another human being. Like when all the prophets came in the Bible, Jesus, when he came here, he was a human being. That's what he was doing, talking to other people. He went from a fairy tale world that somebody else made up, talking about Jesus. When he got here, he was in another country, and they told you about like Jesus in China right now, and we in America. Oh, you heard about Jesus? This guy over there, Jesus, whatever. Let's say before even TV and everything came out, the word spread it about Jesus, and then like you know what I'm saying, you would never see Jesus because you couldn't get over to China to see Jesus. So now the word spread then, but it's a real living human being. Then more people could share the teachings of and the unconditional love and the Jesus love through other people, because now the word really is traveling from another human being that's just really actually here living instead of a bunch of stories, man. Just man, I guarantee it's over a billion just books. I don't care if it's a book on whatever it is. It's a billion books that talk about like the same type of stuff but in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, so and that's why it takes everything. You don't have to pay attention to everything, but if you're going across something and you got it in this direction, you learning something, whether it's literature or from another individual or any other kind of way, and it's working that way, and then you work through that, then now you going another way, and that just gave you knowledge, and now you're going into wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Now you sitting with, the Holy Spirit within you. It's just spirit. You know what I'm saying? And it's you. But you got to be able to receive unconditional love from another human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that I think that I know that's what helps people, you know what I mean, heal their childhood traumas and stuff like that, and or whatever they're going through, and then they can trust themselves. You know what I mean? Because they don't need clarity and gratitude and appreciation from nobody else to praise them for, oh, you did a good job. You in the church. Yeah, he go to church every week. And I'm like, really? But them people ain't doing nothing in the community. But instead of keeping up one church, they keep putting different pastors ahead of a church. I'm just speaking for the church. I don't mean to knock nobody. If they work for somebody, that work for them. You know what I mean? I pray, hey, they'll get there. So they can't knock nobody else and then call other people sinners. But you know, now they've been through 5 pastors, preachers or whatever in the last 2 years. But that preacher never took none of the money and invested it and to bring money back into the church, or never built nothing into the community to help fund the church and help the community. All he doing is taking in money. Oh, we're going to take a trip to go to this church and this seminar. You know what I mean? All the churches meet up. All these people do this and do that. They buy these buses and then plan these trips and use the money for that. Oh, we're going to paint the church. Oh, we're going to add this on to the church and out of your tithes. But you ain't nothing like, then they saying you giving it to God. How? You just gave this to a dude or a woman, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. It can't work like that. Like, I mean, like, has it been working for communities? Ain't nothing wrong with it. If, you know what I mean? If it worked for people that's in the church. You know what I'm saying? If you join the church, you want to join the church today, or everybody got their envelopes. Oh, they pay their tithes, and then if you don't pay your tithes, you pull you to the side, and hey, you behind on your tithes. Wait a minute, man. I got to pay taxes on to you for hearing the word of God. Excuse me. And then, like, you're not even investing that money into no CDs or nothing to get interest in 6 months, and then use the interest money to plan for a trip, but hold on to the other money, keep using the money, a certain amount of money to invest it and bring in more money to the church so the church can grow. But really, you got to create and build in the community. You got to build other stuff other than the church. Why they don't build grocery stores? You get all these people money, but you can build a church. Why you don't build grocery stores to sell cheap groceries to the community? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. Like, just that one thing right there. You know, everything is expensive now. I hadn't heard of a church yet, or no religious group doing anything like that, helping build the community. I mean, they may be doing a little here and a little there or whatever, but they not building no communities. And then, you know what I mean? And then people really believing, oh, I got to pay my 10% of my tithes, you know, and then these blessings will come, whatever. I mean, it worked for people, you know what I mean? But dog, you got to stay in the church, and man, however that work, however that go, that's frustrating to me. Excuse me. And then, like, you know, like, if you watch one of my videos on here, I cleaned off the steps. You know what I mean? It was fall up in Massachusetts. This leaves fell. So the steps going down to the park across from my house had leaves, and it was really dangerous. I swept the leaves off the steps, so the little kids can go down to the park and without slipping down, falling, and getting hurt, man. And that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? That's like paying tithes right there, doing something in the community that's help keeping at least somebody safe in that way, because there's a lot of people that kind of visit those steps. You know what I mean? I cleaned them off, and then I seen 2 or 3 people that looked like they was having problems. They was able to go over there and sit down in peace, man. And I left good energy over there. And I saw that, you know what I mean? I'm like, and God, like, you see that? See what you did? You created that space for that person, and it felt good to them. And I saw a lady sitting there crying. And I was like, man, you know, I cleaned those steps off. And I just, you know what I'm saying? I just did that out of, you know what I mean? Out of unconditional love. Because, like, I thought about, man, that's unsafe. That's, you know, because I had walked down them steps. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me go get a broom and sweep this up. You know what I mean? I don't need a kid to come and slip down and, you know what I mean, break their arm. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Like, you know what I mean? But then when I looked at it, it helped grown people. Because that lady sat there and she was just kind of like going through it. And she sat there for like maybe an hour and a half, a couple hours in peace. You know what I'm saying? So I helped that space bring somebody peace. You know what I mean? In a time when they needed it. You know what I mean? They needed to go somewhere and get their head together. They was going through something wherever they were. And they needed to walk away and get away for a minute. Needed to go somewhere and sit and be able to think. And I help create that space because I swept the leaves off the steps. And the lady sat there and it felt really good to her. And I saw when I kind of seen her when she was leaving. She felt a lot better from sitting in that one little space because I left the energy there like that. So that's how I allowed Jesus to flow through me just by cleaning up some leaves off the steps. And I just knew that, like, okay, that looked like it can help. Yeah, and it really actually did help somebody emotionally and mentally in a time of need when they needed to be by themselves so they could think and breathe and you know what I mean, and to create space from, you know what I mean, whatever situation they had going on. And I did that by cleaning leaves off the steps. So that's what I'm all about. And that's what we have to do is like learn how to receive love from other people. Even if, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of people can't um exhume true unconditional love. Like, you know what I mean? They can't project it out to you as much because they only got all these thousand problems and stuff like that. They don't slow down and listen to nobody. Because it's like, oh yeah, you know, when you start telling them something, you need somebody to vent to and talk to. What do? They start talking about, yeah, I remember I was like that, and they give you all the stories, and it's like, oh man, it's not helping me. You know what I mean? Then you get frustrated. Then they get frustrated with you, and then now y'all kind of going through it, and then like now they don't like you, and then you wonder why. No, it ain't you, it's them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the light that you hold with inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really have unconditional love for people, you know that for yourself, and then when you go around people and they do these type of things to you, you know what type of light you hold. You just gotta, you know what I mean? Stay the course, stay in your position, and don't change because those people are like that. I'm gonna be mean and nasty like them. How they doing me? How they did me? I don't worry about it. They did me like that. Okay, I just figure out another way how to hustle and maneuver to get the hell away from around them. You know what I'm saying? And then I could be communicating with them from a distance and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. That's how now I moved from Orlando up to Massachusetts. Here go my roadside service guy coming to help fix my truck. I broke down, man. You know what I mean? Like, the guy I'm working now, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like I told this guy this. I was at the shop early. I said, hey man, this and that happening. Oh yeah, this, that, and the other. Didn't want to listen. So I got something else coming up for him though. I'm telling you, for real, man. I got something else coming up for him. Like, you don't want to listen. You like, he want to try to argue with me today. It was like, oh, don't talk to me like that. I said, hey, bro, like I don't even have the registration, insurance, or nothing in this truck. And I'm like, I can't drive truck, bro. I can't do that. If that's gonna affect my QSR scores, man. DOT gonna pull me over. They may shut me down. I'm not gonna until they may shut me down until I get the paperwork. So I'm telling this guy this stuff. You think he listening? Nope. You think he listened to me when I told him, like, the battery's looking like they're getting a little weak? Nope. Nah, this, that, no. Okay, now I'm beside the road. Now man, now it's costing him a lot of money to do this, man. Take care of this. Hang on 1 second. Hey, what's going on, boss man? How you doing, man? How you doing, Carol?
All right. So what's he doing? It's not doing nothing.
Nothing. Let's see.
Give it a crank.
I'll let you check it out.
At all.
Nothing. Boom, yep. Ah, man. It's like now I gotta stay out on the road, man. Like broke down. This guy telling me it might be the alternator, so he's saying it may not, be able to fix it until they're not gonna be able to, if it's the alternator, they're not gonna be able to fix it until tomorrow. So and I told this guy this. And he didn't want to listen. Like, you know what I mean? It's free will. Like, I can't get in his way. I just get away from him. And I'm working on that right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like this, man. If I'd have been up in Maine and it was like -20 and this happened, I've been waiting like, what, 2.5 hours now. Maybe almost like about 3. Let me see what time it is. Broke down, man. And I was at the shop early. I've been going to the shop. Yeah, I've been here like 3 hours. Actually, over 3 hours. It was like 7:30 when I got here. Now it's 11:53, and I've been on here live for 47 minutes, 48 minutes. You know, and this is what happens when people want to play. You know, and like. And this is what we have to go through. You know, and yeah, just let God do it. And like, yeah, you got he just already did something else. Like I already been working with him today, and like we figured out something else to, you know what I mean, not be in this situation like this again. And hopefully, when I, you know what I mean, if let's say if I leave this job and go, drive for somebody else, I get there. And if it don't work out there, I'll be jumping trucks. I just keep doing that and just keep making my money. You know what I mean? And it's just at the point where I need to get my own truck. I was in the process of doing that and a lot of other things, and I needed help from other people. I have to have people in the physical that can help me because I work hard. You know what I mean? I'm good people's. I don't say one thing and really actually mean something else. Things can change. Oh, I may overthink something or something like that, or may miss something in a thought or in a process moving forward and stuff like that. But if another person has unconditional love, they will support me. And oh, hey, we missing something. How about slow down and take a look at this way? Oh yeah, okay, I got it. Appreciate it. Thank you. And then then I can say, oh, you know what? Sound like you know this a little better than me. How about you take it over? What you need me to do? You know what I mean? I can step back and move to the side and let somebody else lead. You know what I mean? That's just me. I'm that type of guy. So. Excuse me. Now I have to call this guy and like, hey man, this guy said he can't come fix this truck until in the morning, man. Tomorrow sometime. And I was at the shop already. And now I'm on side of the road, broken down. And then this guy wanted to argue with me today and stuff like that. And I'm telling him like, I know these things. I've been doing this a long time. Then when I tell him like I've been doing this 17 years, yeah, I get it. Yeah, you've been doing it 17 years, but like he just tried to push my 17 years of experience away like it's nothing, because he just think he sees some shit in the fucking fairy tale world, and I don't like that, man. It's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm telling you, they don't want to listen. They think, you know what I'm saying? Like, really? So I'm working on a lot of things on this channel, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just get frustrated and pissed off, and I'm going to talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. And then people say, oh, turn the other cheek. How am I turn the other cheek? I did that earlier. And then, like, I'm stuck on the side of the road now. Like, I got to call him. He got to get me to a hotel and all this other stuff, man. Like, really? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't, like... And I have a tool bag. I could have put it in the truck, man. And man, you know the thing is, check this out. I paid $200 for this. The booster cables. I paid $200 for this. Oh, it's working now. I paid $200 for this, and I didn't have a charge, but I brought it. That's how much of a professional I am, so I won't have to be like this, and I could have at least got it up there, you know. Yeah, man. Let me turn this off. Ooh, boy. The things you have to go through, you know. And like at times like this, yeah, you want to reach out and call somebody to talk to because you get frustrated and you're tired. Like I'm tired. I want to call somebody and talk to them and, you know, just to have a conversation with somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that I know it can make sense with. You know, because like I don't want to be like frustrated and pissed off and mad, you know. But I'm like that now, but I'm just doing a lot of other things in this vessel other than just sitting here thinking, man, this guy, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, not even thinking about nothing really. Yeah, man. And then this guy, he may not even come out tomorrow because it's supposed to be a little snowstorm coming through here. So he's not going to be able to come out and put the alternator on this truck. If it's the alternator, more than likely it is. Or even if it's batteries. If this truck needs new batteries, but I'm pretty sure it's the alternator from the way it was acting. So, yeah. And I'm only an hour and a half away from home. And I told this guy this stuff, man. You think, yeah, right. Humans, man. I don't know what happened. I had like 6 likes. I guess like people can actually take their likes back. I don't care. It don't bother me. I'm not here for the likes. But get the Cash App up. Get the Zelle up. Get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do that for me. I just stay out here on the grind. I just keep, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep moving forward. Just keep grinding. You know what? I don't even have I threw that doggone charger piece away. I didn't think I was going to need a house charger or whatever. Yeah. So let me call this guy. So, boom, I'm out.